Welcome back to a new video for the Black Jersey here on YouTube. It's your boy Max hosting the channel, and today's video is going to be the Super Rugby Aotearoa team of the season. I've got quite a mix of the players from each team, and I think it's quite well balanced even though I am a Chiefs supporter. So before I get into the main team, I am going to read to you the replacements that I've picked, because I always like to choose a bench for these kinds of videos, so I'll have a wee bit of a slideshow going as I read you the bench that I've named. So my replacement hooker is Samasoni Taukeiaho from the Chiefs. My replacement Loosehead Prop is Ethan de Groot from the Highlanders. My replacement Tighthead Prop is Nepo Laulala, who's a current All Black for the Blues. My replacement lock is Aotearoa from the Chiefs. My replacement loose forward is Luke Jacobson from the Chiefs as well, because I've chosen to have two open side flankers in my starting lineup for my team of the season. I've then got Folau Fakatava as my replacement halfback because he didn't get a lot of game time because of his injury. I then have Josh Ioane as a replacement first five, and I've elected to go with a centre/winger is my jersey 23, so I've got Rieko Ioane wearing jersey 23. So for this video, I'm going to read through the backs first, then I'll get into the forwards, because I know for a fact that quite a lot of people don't really want to listen to me talking about props, even though I think it's really important to discuss every single jersey. So I will start off with my halfback, who is Brad Weber. I didn't think Brad Weber was playing very well at the start of the season, but the big man's gone back to his best. And all 5'8" of him has been quite a good captain for the Chiefs as the season's gone on, with Sam Cane out for 6 months. I think the guy's been doing a pretty fantastic job. His box kicking has been superb as usual. His passing has been pretty fast, and his communication is perfect as always. Brad Weber's an on-point halfback, and he's great to have as an All Black. My first five is pretty much unanimous. It's Richie Mo'unga. Mo'unga is playing just as well as normal. It's not a vintage season, but Mo'unga is having a fine season, and I don't think Beauden Barrett's going to be coming back into the 10 jersey. He's really going to have to do a lot of work to get that jersey off Mo'unga's hands. Now, my left wing, I pick him for every single team he's eligible for. It is the greatest rugby player of all time, Julian Savea. I call him All Black #1111 because that's his All Black number. So All Black #1111, King CEO Julian Savea, the GOAT, and our left wing overlord. He is just a brilliant player. He's come back so fit from France. He's really trimmed down since he had that form slump when he got dropped from the All Blacks. The guy's looking fit. His defense is sharp. He's running the ball quite hard. He's making some passes. He's making some kicks. He's just got such an all-round good game, and no wonder I really looked up to this guy as a kid. So my 12 is David Havili. Havili does prefer to play at fullback, but he's not going to get into the All Blacks as a fullback. However, mate, he's definitely going to get in as a 12, second five inside centre, whatever you want to call him. He's had a great season, he's finally injury-free, and I have no question he's going to get a recall for the All Blacks. He's been an absolute mammoth for those Crusaders, and welcome back to the ABs, I hope it is. 13 is Anton Lienert-Brown. He's starting to get better and better over every game they play, and I couldn't be happier because the Chiefs are in the final. Anton Lienert-Brown's always been a great passer of the ball. He's really improving that kicking game. He runs hard. Most importantly, he's always looking for work. He's a team player, and he always puts the team first. He's everything you could want in a centre, and he's in form right now, so I thought I'd probably better pick him, eh? Now, my 14, I have had to move a few players around just so I could fit these two in. So for 14, I have Jordie Barrett. I don't consider him a right wing, but you know, it's a fantasy 15. I might as well just chuck him in there. So that way I can have Damian McKenzie as my 15, because these two are both playing really good footy and I can't leave either of them out. D-Mac's been real clutch with his kicking, and he's been a good facilitating runner for other players to run off. He's done some great dummy lines, he's made some great passes, he's made some great kicks. Jordie's been carrying those Hurricanes, so he's probably got a pretty sore back, eh? So yeah, those two are my 14 and 15, because I couldn't pick them both in the 15 jersey, which is a real shame. So luckily I've got a power winger, the GOAT, to make up for that. My number one prop, my loosehead, is George Bower from the Crusaders. Bower was called into the All Blacks last year as injury cover for Joe Moody, and I think he's trimmed down quite a lot since the All Blacks called him up. He told me he's been sticking away from the treats, and you can really tell because he's lasting far longer on the field. He's just so fit now, he's so mobile, his scrummaging seems to keep getting better, and hopefully the guy finally plays a test this year. My number 2 is Cody Taylor. He's just a fantastic hooker. He's been the best in the country for 4 years. And believe it or not, he's actually the leading try scorer of the competition. So far, Taylor has 7 tries in Super Rugby Aotearoa. He's throwing amazingly in the line out too. He's got a good driving maul behind him. He tackles a lot. He works a lot around the field. He's just been absolutely fantastic. He's going to be my player for the season as well, just to let you all know. I then have Siati Tokalahi from the Highlanders as my tighthead prop. He's incredibly strong. He really gets around the paddock. He lasts quite long every game as well. I believe he's probably one of the fittest players in the Highlanders, as I've probably said in a previous video. If Tonga play any tests this year, I think this guy's going to get a call up for them because he's just been on fire in that number 3 jersey. My locks are going to be Tupu Va'ai as number 4 and Bryn Evans as number 5. Evans has come back from England to play for the Magpies and the Highlanders, and he's still playing really good footy for a 36-year-old, soon to be 37-year-old. He's really bucked the trend of players being too old and too rusty when they come back, and Tupu Va'ai, who's much younger than Evans, young enough to be Evans' son in fact, is playing just as well as him. Va'ai's making a lot of turnovers, a lot of tackles. He's jumping so high, even though he's, quote, only 6'6". These guys are quite short locks, but I've got no problem having them in there because they're playing amazing footy. They're hitting so many rucks to make all those clean outs. They're making so many tackles. They're just fantastic jumpers. I then have a bloke I went to school with as the number 6, so I've got Hugh Renton. I was quite scared of Hugh when I was a little kid, eh? He's a massive guy and he's got a real emphasis on his tackling. He's always going hard in the gym, and you can really tell he really loves his rugby by the fact that he's always injured. He's made quite a lot of turnovers to the Highlanders, and for a guy who didn't even have a contract at the start of the season, Hugh's really proven his worth for them, and if Shannon Frizzell gets injured, I'm sure they're going to promote him into the number 6 jersey. He can also cover 7 and 8, and he might, and usually what he does for the Highlanders is he comes off the bench to replace the number 8, so that way they've always got a fiery bloke at the back of their scrum. I've then got Aotearoa and Dalton Papali'i rounding out the team. I'd prefer to have Papali'i in at 7 because Papali'i's made a lot more turnovers than Savia, but man, the both of them have just made so many turnovers this season. Artie's a tough ball runner who's great to have at the back of the scrum, so that's why I like him to be the number 8 rather than Papali'i. They're both just such fiery players. They got so much mongrel. They're tough, and that's why I love them so much. They're in form, and I think Aotearoa is the best player in the world right now. They are rounding out my whole team from number 1 through to number 23. Just to let you know as well, I will have Aotearoa as my captain. I don't think he's going to be the All Blacks captain because Patrick Tuipulotu is due back from injury soon, but Artie's having a fantastic season, and as soon as he's back from injury, it will be pretty nasty to kind of just chuck him back in the deep end and make him the All Blacks captain, eh? I'd just like to see the guy come back from his injury, because before he got that knee injury, mate, he was on fire. Dalton Papali'i is deserving of a jersey as a regular starter too. My goodness, they are so good. So that's my video for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully the Trans-Tasman series is even better than Super Rugby Aotearoa. Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. It's your boy Max signing out.